Hey guys, it's Time for Tea here. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the battery on the TomTom Go. I think this is the 720. Yeah. Alright, or 730 rather. Alright, and I ordered the battery online. You could just search in TomTom battery in Google and you'll get a bunch of links to it. So let's get started. You have to pick up a wrench, a couple screwdriver set. You need a Torx wrench for this. I bought this set online for about $5. It's pretty cheap, just a no-name brand, and they're pretty nice to even have the little spinning wheel so that you don't hurt your hand or whatever. Alright, so you take it off. There are two little rubber pieces here that you have to take off, one that covers the antenna here and the other one that covers this hole for this screw, and I took them off already, and that's pretty much it. You just gotta take those off before you see the screws. Alright, one trick that I do all the time is I have a piece of paper, and whenever I have a screw, I just take that screw and I put it on a piece of paper so I don't lose it. So that was that screw right there. I'm going to show you how all of these other screws come off. They're pretty easy. I think I'm using the size T6 Torx wrench right now, and they're just popping right out. Alright, so when you get all the screws out, what you do is you take one of your wrenches, one of your screwdrivers that's small enough to fit in this hole right here. So not the white antenna hole, but either one of these holes on the outer side, not the white hole, because that's for the antenna. So you take your screwdriver and you just push right through, and there you can see that the case actually pops right off the back. But don't pull it away because it's still connected by this piece of ribbon wire here, like the kind of thing you see on printers and screens and stuff. And that comes out easily enough, if I can remember. Actually, wait, maybe I don't take that out, because the battery is actually on the back of this green board inside here. So what you have to do is, there are a couple screws inside here, and you just plop them out. One of them actually connects the antenna to the back of the, goes straight to the antenna hole, if you can see what I mean kind of here. It screws the antenna in at the same time as securing the board. So just make a note of that it screws the antenna in, because if you don't screw the antenna back in when you put it back together, it will not work. Alright, so I'm going to take the screws out. Alright, now that you've taken that second layer of screw off, you'll see that here's the back of the case, here's your green board is right there, and then so it's really in three parts. All the screws I'm still keeping on this white piece of paper, and that black piece right here is the battery. So what I'm going to do is take out this old battery. Just make sure that when you do order another battery, you order one with the same exact specs as the other one. The only thing that can be the difference is the amount of storage it has. So the amount of milliamps can be different. And here is the new one. It comes from a different company, but it, well, you know, looks like it'll fit right there, and it comes with the same exact adapter. So looks like we'll be good. So what I'm going to do here, just to get this off here, first I'm going to unplug the old battery from that, and if I can remember correctly, I've done this once before, but it rips right out. If you just stick your little screwdriver in there, it's just hot glued to one of these things. It takes a little finagling to get it out of here. Feels like it's like, this one's a lot tougher than the last one. Alright, let me see. Oh, I actually punctured right through the battery. That's probably why it was smoking. But whatever. Oh, there you go. That's probably not good. But again, whatever. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is just get some glue or some tape and tape that right back to where it was before. Now this is a pretty, I guess, an unconventional way of doing it. What I'm going to do here is just cut a piece of Scotch tape. Like about this length. Fold it over once on itself to make a loop. You know, kind of make it like a double stick tape type deal. Put it down exactly where I want the battery to be. Flatten it out so it stays flat and sticky. I'm just going to plop that right down on top of there and move it back and forth, slightly wiggle it around, make sure it sticks, which it does. It's actually sticking quite nicely. And now I'm going to use my screws to put this back together. Now, this board actually gets screwed down to the back first. You really just gotta reverse the process we just did. So the first one I'm going to do is the one with the antenna, because I want to show you guys how that's done. And then after that's to finish that one, I'll just leave it up to you guys to put your own screws in. I just want to show you how to do the antenna one, because that one's actually pretty tricky. You gotta get the antenna out of there, push it down, make sure all the holes are lining up. Grab one of your screws, they're all the same, they don't trick you, like you have to use different sized screws for the antenna one. It's not like it's any longer or anything. Okay, just put it on the end of the screwdriver. And screw it down. So really what you just got to do is you have to make sure that this black antenna wire is sticking up in the, is you screwed it down to the right place, which really requires you just to make sure that also you're not touching the wiring underneath it. So when you actually do finish screwing this back in, just bend that up a little to make sure it's not touching the board, because if it's touching the board, then you might have some interference. Alright, so I'll put it back together, and that'll be the end. Alright guys, as you can see, I just turned the TomTom on, and it works perfectly. I'm not getting a GPS signal because I'm actually inside my house, so whatever, and yeah. There you go, and if I should unplug this, it stays on. So the battery's working, and that's it. I'm gonna let it charge. I think the recommended charge cycle for the beginning of this is you're supposed to leave it plugged in to charge for I think 4 or 5 hours. So I'm gonna shut that off and pick that up a little later in the day, I guess. All right. Thanks for watching, and that's my first real battery replacement. But I did the one in this laptop that I'm using to record this video right now over the summer, and it's just a standard MacBook, and I just ordered it off the internet, just, you know, one of those little turnkey things. So, I don't know, I thought, what's the point of buying a new GPS when all I need is a new battery? So I looked up on the internet, and looks like everything worked. Alright, thanks for watching, and rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it is now. Alright, thanks.